If you are looking for an absolute masterclass in small-town romantic tension, forbidden family history, and a pulse-pounding, deeply emotional star-crossed lovers' tactical reconciliation, you need to clear your calendar for Claire Kingsley. We are stepping directly into the chaotic, calculation-heavy family dynamic of Tula, Virginia, with Rewriting the Stars, a spectacular, high-gear, and beautifully executed sixth installment that acts as a monumental emotional apex for the Bailey Brothers series. Let's lay out the strategic narrative grid. If you are a fan of stories where a protective, deeply loyal alpha brother must break down a decades-old town feud to win back the only woman he has ever loved, where a brilliant, guarded astronomer uses logic to defend her heart from past heartbreak, and where the author utilizes an incandescent second-chance secret romance diagnostic routine to test the limits of family loyalty, this book is engineered to lock you in. Kingsley completely dominates the small-town dynastic drama dynamic, capturing the heart-racing momentum and close-knit chaos popularized by Lucy Score, Devney Perry, and Melanie Harlow, while treating mental health recovery, generational trauma, and astronomical wonder with exquisite care. The narrative tracking grid zeroes in on Annika Haven and Asher Bailey. The Havens and the Baileys are the Hatfields and McCoys of Tula. Their legendary multi-generational feud has created an absolute non-negotiable boundary line across the entire town for decades. 7 years ago, Annika and Asher shattered those tactical parameters by falling into a passionate, deeply classified secret summer romance. When their hidden connection faced a devastating operational compromise, Annika fled to California, leaving Asher's emotional perimeters entirely destroyed and solidifying the defensive walls between their families. The spark ignites when Annika returns to Tula to care for her ailing grandmother. She is no longer the fragile girl who ran away. She is an accomplished, hyper-analytical astronomer who relies on the cold, predictable physics of the cosmos to keep her personal life stable. But the moment she crosses the town limits, her diagnostic routines detect Asher Bailey moving back into her orbit. Asher is now a rugged, intensely capable tactical force, brooding, fiercely protective, and operating with a single calculation-heavy objective. He refuses to let Annika slip through his fingers a second time. The tactical parameters explode as the forced proximity of small-town life forces them into clandestine, close-quarters encounters. Asher's operational strategy is relentless. He deploys a brilliant mix of protective care, intense charm, and raw, unfiltered devotion to breach Annika's logical defense mechanisms. Every midnight rendezvous under the star-studded Virginia sky chips away at their respective cloaking protocols. They are pulled right back into a consuming, high-frequency vortex of desire, where the lines between family loyalty and personal destiny become completely blurred. What follows is an exceptional, high-stakes war of logistical perspective and emotional survival. The narrative reaches a fever pitch because the town feud isn't just an abstract background rule. It is a volatile psychological pressure cooker. If the Haven patriarchs or the fierce Bailey brother defense grid discover that Asher and Annika are actively rewriting their history behind closed doors, it will trigger an all-out civil war in Tula. To secure a permanent future, our heroes must mount a strategic counteroffensive against their own bloodlines to expose the historical lies that started the war in the first place. It is a small-town romance, second-chance drama, forbidden feud, emotional healing masterpiece that treats family dynamics and romantic intensity with elite precision. The tension here burns with a sharp, calculation-heavy intensity. We're talking about that high-frequency, us-against-the-world energy, where a shared glance at a local diner, a suspicious vehicle idling near a hidden mountain cabin, or an unexpected encryption breach on a family text chain carries massive structural weight. Kingsley writes with an exceptionally fresh, vivid, and beautifully blunt voice, perfectly capturing the comforting, chaotic roar of a massive family dinner, the sterile, protective silence of an astronomical observatory, and the distinct, subtle scent of midnight air, pine trees, and pure, unadulterated passion. What truly elevates this milestone installment into elite territory is the author's unmatched ability to write realistic emotional healing alongside breathless romance. Annika and Asher aren't just navigating a fun taboo fling. Their internal battles with anxiety, past betrayal, and ancestral expectations match the complexity of the systemic trap they are fighting step for step, making their race for a happy ending feel profoundly authentic and deeply gripping. The pacing moves with calculated momentum, tracking intense emotional stalemates and breathtaking romantic defensive sequences before ratcheting up to an absolute heart-melting climax that delivers total, hard-earned retribution against the past. Rewriting the Stars is the definitive pro-level upgrade your contemporary romance and high-stakes emotional fiction library demands right now. It is elegant, immensely fast-paced, and utterly unput-outable. It proves that when your entire universe is dictated by old family rules, the most revolutionary thing you can do is chart your own course by the stars. So secure your personal reading sanctuary, review your emotional defensive perimeters, open your Kindle, and prepare to cross the line.